Your first morning on Rundu comes down to two quick steps: getting yourself signed in and giving your crew the right keys to the shop. It only takes a few minutes and you're in total control. Let's get started. If your business operates out of multiple stores, just make sure you have the correct location selected from the drop-down first. These sign-in boxes won't appear until the system knows which yard you're running today. If you only have one location, you're already good to go. Now, you have three secure ways to sign in: a code sent by text, a code sent by email, or a tap of a physical security key if your counter uses them. Most folks use email, so that is what we'll look at in this video. We'll go through setting up and using the physical security key in a future video. So, you've clicked Sign In using email. Now Rundu will ask you for your staff ID. That's the short code on your profile, like an initial or a number, rather than your full email address. Depending on how you choose to sign in, you'll receive a 6-digit code by text or email. This code is only valid for a couple of minutes, but if a customer walks up and you get pulled away, no sweat. You can always just hit resend to get a fresh one. Once you pop those numbers into the box, you're good to go. To bring the rest of your crew on board, open up the admin menu here. Head over to staff and click Add New Staff Member. All the system needs is a name, first name, and a last name, their unique staff ID, and either an email or a cell phone. As I said, most people do use email. We're going to skip this step for now. Once your team is in, you get to decide who can do what. As the owner, you'll want access to everything. You can see in permissions that each of the permissions has a tick right beside it. This shows that you've got access to the full toolkit. Let's say that Oliver is your yard manager. You might want him to have access to everything except this admin block. Simply click Enable Section on each section you want him to have access to, and you can see the blue ticks pop up. Now, no need to hunt for a save button. This is all automatically saved in the permissions section. For Annette is a cashier. So you only want her to have access to the point of sale. You're going to click Enable Section. But there's a few things in here you don't want the cashier to have access to without managerial approval. For example, void and edit completed sales and void and edit bill payments. Once that's completed, you can step back. Now you can see the different levels of permissions across owner, yard manager, and cashier. Now, if you have a single register at the counter and clerks are constantly trading off between customers, you don't want them spending time logging in, going to their email, getting a code. This is going to slow down your line. Instead, you can use a shared register setup. You start off by adding a new staff member, as you did before. Now you can see your cash register 1 is set up just here. If you click in here and into General and go right down to the bottom, you can see this little box, Enable Shared Sign-In, and it's got a grayed out X here. We want to turn that into a blue tick. What this says is that other people are allowed to sign in here when they have a PIN to identify themselves. Now, we just have to go back and make sure each of the people who's going to be using this cash register has a PIN set up. I scroll down and see the PIN option. Let's give an easy PIN to start. Click Save and pop back. Let's do the same for Oliver. Now, when you're signing in for here, you simply go to your CR1, you get your code, just like you would in any other account. This time, you're met with this screen, Enter PIN. I'm going to pretend I'm Annette for a minute. I'm going to simply put in her PIN, 1234, and click Submit. Now, Annette can go find a product, ring it up. No hassle. She waves goodbye to the happy customer and then she moves away because she has other work to do. She's simply going to click sign out. Instead of this signing out completely, you'll see that this screen changes to enter your PIN. So if Oliver comes up next, he can simply enter his PIN 5678, click submit, and he can ring this up himself. The system tags exactly who handled the ticket, keeping your daily reports accurate without pulling the brakes on your counter speed. Finally, when someone moves on from your business, you don't delete them. You just switch their profile to deactivate it. So if Annette has moved on to something different, you go into her profile and click up here at deactivate. That cuts off their access to the system immediately, but keeps every single one of their historical sales right on your books where they belong. That's the whole setup. Get yourself in, hand your team the right keys, and your crew is ready for the counter. We'll see you in the next step.